Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of City Skylines. Circle City, Roundabout now. So yeah, we've done another major time skip. And we've been doing quite a lot of things here. A lot of road spaghetti has been added. Quite a lot. And I've also begun sculpting the mountain here. This, of course, the road network here is going to be completely bonkers because creating roundabouts on these incredibly slopey mountains that ain't gonna work well. So yeah, I basically made a lot of tunnels, made the whole darn thing into somewhat of a Swiss cheese. I also tried to connect to the highway here. Of course, it's only one-sided connection from here and onto the highway, not off it, but that's how it's gonna be for now, I guess. I couldn't find a good location for a matching roundabout exit. I could have tried to solve it with a roundabout within the mountain, I suppose. Though I'm not quite sure how I would do that, but that's actually true. Yeah, if I created a roundabout inside here, I could use that as a throwaway point to all different connections, to all the four directions. Of course, that would put an incredible load on this particular bit of road, but that could work. Yeah, I'll have to consider that. Speaking of underground road spaghettis, I did try something different over here. This is basically a 3-layer highway with a roundabout layer in the middle. And I tried to connect the on and off ramps to that from the bottom layer, the third layer, and the first layer, which is over there. And it sort of works. I haven't been able to test it against traffics yet, because there is no traffic on these lanes yet. But yeah, I look forward to see just how this one works, if at all. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to try something slightly different than this sort of thing, the cloverleaf. Sadly, I couldn't get these exit and entry roads to be particularly pretty. Hence the very strange structures and stuffs. And I also wanted to make sure that these exit and entry points were set up in this alignment, so that you could exit before you enter, for example, instead of the other way around, which would have been simpler to design. But yeah, I'd rather prefer that most of the traffic will exit before merging with another lane here and that sort of thing. But it would have been easy to just go from here and straight on to there, of course, and then we'll have a very busy section of road there where everybody weaves in and out of the highway. I don't know. This just struck me as a better way of doing it in terms of logistics, but it doesn't look particularly pretty. And we'll see how that works. The game never actually works the way I think it will. As for Swiss cheese, we have quite a few tunnels across here. And some strange bridges across. I'm just trying to exploit the mountain as much as possible. I haven't done the outer half here yet. That's gonna happen next time skip, I suspect. That, and of course everything remaining here. I also screwed up over here. I deleted this track, and then I found out I couldn't actually build from this track again, because now it's outside of the city. I'm not gonna buy this whole square just to fix that, so I had to jury-rig a little 3-way intersection over here to replace this one. It works, it ain't pretty, but it works. And other than that, we're pretty much just preparing to fill everything here in. I've done a little bit of zoning, not all that much, because I wanted to delay that a bit. Oh yeah, and I also plopped down, just because I could, some unique structures for once. So we have the Expo Center and the Museum of Modern Art over there, right next to the train station and the tourism dock, the harbor. I also set up a little bit of tourism industry here. Only just did that, so it's going to be some touristy things here and some party things in the next door sector. Come to think of it, did I rename those districts? don't think I did. Oh, there we go. What are we gonna call this then? Expo Park. And here... Dark Fun. Not gonna be much tourism here, but or leisure here, but right next to the water treatment plant. Yeah, I'm gonna love it there. So, and also, I started looking around the map and suddenly saw that, hey, there are actually cool things here that I haven't noticed before. Look at this. We have some bunkers and some trench works. As far as I can tell, they don't do anything. Just landscape clutter. So we'll probably delete it at some point, but there are quite a few of those outside here, I also noticed, on the islands. And then I saw this structure just out of bounds, which also kind of irks me. I assume that this is the abandoned flour mill I keep hearing about on the radio. It is just outside the city. And again, I'm not going to buy another square just to get it, obviously. The last square you're going to buy is this one. So, that's where we are. Oh yeah, and one reason why I wanted to start playing again right now was, rather than finish all the gridding stuff, is that we're having another death wave. Let's see now. So right now we have 730 dead. It was higher a moment ago because I tossed down quite a few crematoriums to burn the dead. Yeah, I kind of hate this, but that's how the city goes. Constant flow of death. This should hopefully even itself out now. You have 3 times the capacity, so hopefully the number will go down. It certainly looks to be. The city hasn't collapsed yet, because now we have a much bigger income buffer than before. And we probably should start thinking about spending all that income. So I'm gonna look through things here. What do we need? Well, water, we could kind of use more pumps. If we could find a good location for them. I'm thinking I'm going to make some water pumps all the way over here in the corner. Simply because I'm going to expand this one into some kind of residential area, something like that. And I want the prettiest things to be out on the actual cape. And of course, on the other sides here we have the flood barriers, so we can't really build these things wherever we want. So, I'm gonna dramatically increase our water intake over here. Of course, it is far away from our nearest pipes, but that is okay. We're gonna build one massive pipe straight under the mountain and into forever. And there we go. And of course you need power, much the same as the true there. It is way far away from everything else. Oh yeah, I should probably build an elevated one here if I can. Come on. There we go. We're just gonna build something like this. We're gonna straighten that out at some point, but not right now. Good. It should make these things function. There we go. Though, Amy, all right. Right. The water here isn't particularly deep. There's always some flaw with my plan, huh? So, okay, we're gonna fix that by digging away this. And bringing in some water. Hopefully. There we go. Now, the water intakes don't auto-adjust, I think, to water levels, but that's fine. Or at least it looks like they're sucking water and not sand. Oh my. Fog? Is that why everything went blurry? Let's switch map modes. Oh, it's nighttime. Ugh. Did I switch map modes? Huh. Not sure. At any rate. Heating is fine, water is now perfect. Well, we could always get some spewing capacity. Yeah, where do we want to spew out our garbage? Let's see, there's nothing right down here. Though... it will have a slight detriment on the local area, of course. I wonder, could we even sneak in up port here? No. Not without adjusting the height difference here and stuff like that. That's okay, so never mind. Let's see now. These are all offices. These are residentials. Aren't those sold? Well, those weren't sold. For some reason. Okay. Well, we could spew out shit there. We can also do the same thing over here. But that's also near the residential areas, and that's not really what I want. Right here near the dam, that will work. Stuff on top there is mostly industrial, I believe. Yeah. Could at least fit one in here. So do that and try to connect him to the pipes. There we go. I do wonder, I'm gonna need to find some suitable space for dumping our industrial waste. Most likely it'll be somewhere over here, eventually. I'm thinking about putting the airports out on this whole island. Though, if I do that, I might need some more connections. Well, I suppose I could make another train station down here. Yeah, that would work. Train station connecting to both airports. That sort of thing. That sounds like a plan. More services. Okay, so heating seems fine at the moment. Water is now perfect. Our incineration status is quite okay at the moment. Healthcare. Well, people aren't as healthy anymore. That is in part because we have poor coverage in some parts of town, like over here. And in here we might just have to add a few clinics or something. Death care. Death wave has been dealt with. It's going down. Very good indeed. Fire safety. Well, I did have to realign some of the fire towers. You know what? I'm going to build another one here. Because it kind of looks like we need one. Same thing out here, just to safeguard the city for until I build there, basically. And this is outside the city bound, so you're right, we haven't bought this square yet. So let's see, fire hazards, mostly down there, some up there. Quite a lot down in this area, which is industry. Yeah, we're gonna need another fire department somewhere down in this section of the map, I believe. Probably should be on the larger roads. I'm gonna put it all the way over here. Or am I? If I do that, I can't zone out there, can I? Let's see. Is this part of the map set up? Yep, it's part of Blondieberg. Which means that's gonna be conventional industry by and large. So we're gonna zone those 2 squares. We are gonna put on a park or 2. Before I forget, a small park sounds lovely. If I can just... Oh, come on. Why must you... Arg. Why can't I build... This annoys me. Why can't I build over the empty block there? Why are you adjusting like this? Because this is attaching to the lower road, right? So why can't I attach on any of the squares in between there? It wants to go here or there, but not the ones in between. Why? It goes fine here. Okay, why? Why are you being uncooperative? Is there a height issue? Shouldn't be. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, it's a height issue. It's because of this little thing. Okay, that's why. Okay, so let's delete that. Show me the height map again. So, when I decide to go down here, if I go there, it's gonna dig into the ground. Alright, let's just verify this. Okay, no, it didn't. Huh. Let's try again. No, okay. Let me just delete this, then I will see. Would you now allow me to build a park there? You would. Okay, so let's say that I build the park first. Because now you can't ruin everything here. There we go, and this one's still attached, good. A little walkway there. There we go. Okay, so what did you do with the height map then? Okay, so this little curvature doesn't bother the park when it's actually placed, but it does bother it before we place it. For whatever reason. Huh. That or it's just trying to attach to the other road. Even if I have the mouse cursor along this side. That could also be it. But then it shouldn't attach down here at all. I don't know. It's done now, at least. That's all that matters, I suppose. And yeah, there is almost no park coverage in this part of the map. I've kind of neglected that while I was building. So I think we're gonna put a few more of those down. At least those for now. I do want to add more monuments and stuff like that. And they also add park coverage, I think. Don't they? Parks and plazas. I don't know. I think they do. I think they do. We could easily find out. Let's see. Something small and cheap. Statue of Industry sounds like something we need out here. Should probably let time go first, just to let these parks I just built have an effect. Okay. So let's say I want a park of industry. Oh, it's that big, huh? What about the Statue of Wealth? It isn't quite so large. Come to think of it, what is this district? That's mostly commercial. Yeah, that seems like a place for the Statue of Wealth, wouldn't you agree? We're gonna build it on the other side, though. Like there. Oh yeah, and there seems to be a rock here blocking zoning. Huh. I didn't know, I thought zones would automatically destroy large boulder objects, but apparently I'm wrong. At any rate, let's see. Will this thing give park satisfaction? Yeah, it will. I think. No. No, it doesn't. Decorative statue. Yeah, fair enough. But I don't think it actually offers... adjacency happiness. Oh, well. I guess we'll build another small park over here then. Or something. But also a small playground. That's not what I was after. That at least should have some area effect here. Probably shouldn't build down here until I've continued the road network.
Of the great masters.
Yeah, okay, back to services. Completely sidetracked there. Well, yeah, we didn't... Did we actually connect the fire station? Yes, it was connected, and it had pipes. Yeah, good. Everything A-okay. Fire coverage, good. Disaster coverage is still absolute rubbish. So I'll have to deal with that at some point. Build more of those. Police coverage, yeah, we're doing okay. There's not much crime. Could use a few more police stations and stuff, so I assume, but not the highest of priorities for me. Elementary schools, on the other hand. I did build another university down here. I don't know what I'm going to do with these roads. Either I'll just connect them to each other, or I'll connect them somehow over to the other side. Oh, sorry. The problem is that this whole side of the mountain is pretty steep. I mean, I did quite a lot of sculpting up here to fit more housing plots near to the roads. I probably need to do a bit more sculpting in order to make it better, but yeah. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how we're going to deal with this. But that I'll do in a time skip. But we do need some primary schools. That's a crematorium right there. Did I build a different road type here? Oh right! I did plan to go over the barrier. That's true, that's why I elevated it. I forgot about that. Okay, we are going to build a primary school here. Because we need at least a few of those. And you had none in that area. There are no primary schools out here either. And this is mostly offices there. I'm gonna build another primary school here. Should make them very happy. We also need more high schools. I think I want one up here somewheres. Yeah, that seems okay. It's another 10,000 capacity. Well, we can build one more, so we're truly well covered. Why not right next to the primary school? Though I'm going to build it here. Because then I can build a small little walkway from that whole campus district over here. And that'll be rather nice because there's also a walkway here. So if I build more residential areas here, they'll have a very easy time getting to the schools. Speaking of, let's do that right away. You're gonna live here. There you go, you're gonna live along this section of road. Though, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done this because we might just do something with this road. But that'll be in the future. That'll be in the future, indeed. You should be far enough apart from here to there that you won't get pollution. Right? Pollution. Yeah, there will be pollution here, but it shouldn't seep all the way across there and make the citizens sick. Okay, so we've done that. Public transportation is still a bit wonky. Parks we just set down. And we have at least now we have 3 landmarks. Woohoo! That's something. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here, I think. We're probably gonna zone a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do a time skip. So, for now, time for a break. Thank you for watching.